Okay, we're doing problem B9. It's one of the harder problems on the KEEF exam. Let's take a look. We have 2x squared plus 11x minus 21. The best way to solve this is really to look at the choices. We have our choices here. The first choice is x plus 7. If we use x plus 7, they only give you half the answer. They're not giving you the whole answer because otherwise you would just be able to FOIL it to come up with a solution. So they're giving you the x plus 7 part. You have to come up with the other half of the answer, which in this case is going to be 2x minus 3. That's the part that they don't give you. So if x plus 7 is one half of the answer, you'd have to try and find what times x will give us the 2x squared. That's going to be the 2x. And then 7 times the negative 3 is going to give us the negative 21. Of course, just because this is a negative, we know our signs are going to be different. If this was a positive, then we knew the signs were going to be the same. So as soon as we see a negative here, we know our signs are going to be different. If x plus 7 is one half of the answer, the other half is going to have to be this 2x minus 3. 2x times x gives us 2x squared. Negative 3 times a positive 7 gives us a negative 21. Once you do that, and the two first terms match up, and the two last terms match up, we're not necessarily, this is not correct. First we have to check to see if the inner and the outer give us that middle term. So the whole thing would be FOIL, first, outer, inner, last. The first matchup, the last matchup, we have to check to make sure that the outer and the inner terms give us that middle term. 2x times positive 7 is a 14x. Negative 3 times x is a negative 3x. 14x minus 3x gives us the positive 11x. Now, we got lucky here because the answer was A. Let me just show you why if we use B, that would not be the answer, because then you wouldn't be able to get that middle term. So we'll take choice B here, which is x minus 7. If I was going to come up with another binomial, once again it would have to be x times 2x in order to give us the 2x squared. And then since we know that this is a negative, the signs are going to be different. If this is a negative, this would be a positive. 7 times 3. So this could also potentially be the answer. X times 2x gives us the 2x squared. Negative 7 times a positive 3 gives us the negative 21. We could eliminate this choice right off the bat. Why? Because if you look here, we have a 2x plus 3 here. There can't be two correct answers, B and C. And of course, the other half of the answer to B is 2x plus 3. The other half of the answer to this one would have been x minus 7. So that's one reason why it's not going to work, because we can't have two correct answers. But another reason is if you look at the outer and the inner, it's not going to match up to give us a positive 11x. The two outer terms is 3 times x, that's a positive 3x. The two inner terms is a negative 14x. That's giving us a negative 11x. And if you look at our problem, we had a positive 11x. So that's one way that you can just go through each of the choices, come up with the other binomial that would multiply and FOIL to give you the original, and then just make sure you look at the outer and the inner terms to make sure it's coming up with that middle term. Once again, you look at this sign. When the signs are the same, it's going to be a positive. When the signs are different, it's going to be a negative. Here, it was a negative, so we knew that the two signs were different. Good luck.